Hi, my name's Gary Prail and I run FAC 1968, which is a record and clothing etc. shop in Nottingham. I used to have a shop in Nottingham, a record shop in the 1990s and early 2000s called Funky Monkey. But I sold that when people stopped buying records, went online, and then I realised that there was a demand again, so I reopened. And the reason it's called FAC 1968 is that when I was a teenager I was obsessed with New Order and Joy Division and Factory Records. And all their catalogue numbers started with FAC. So I decided to give myself a catalogue number, and the 1968 is the year I was born, so FAC 1968.
You catalogued yourself. So you say you've had an online business and a shop now. Which one do you prefer running?
I much prefer the shop because I like talking to people.
I'm guessing you get quite a few characters through here running a shop.
Very much so, yeah.
Definitely. Any few that are notable?
Not really, just people are just really strange, aren't they? They just want to stay and talk, you know. We've got this real weird guy called Henry comes in sometimes.
Oh, really?
Chats around.
He sounds a right weirdo. I'd be getting rid of him if I were you.
Oh no, he spends money, he's a good customer.
But tonight I can't bluff, gotta tell the stuff I'm dreaming of you. Take you straight to your door like before, but when it's time to scratch.
Where does the passion for vinyl records come from, and what sorts of music did your parents listen to?
I think it started when I was a teenager. I started buying records when I was about 14. I really got into listening to John Peel and alternative music. And then when I was about 16 I started working in Oxford Street, and I used to just go every break time to go and buy records. And then when I was a student I started DJing, and then when I was about 18 it was a great time to be alive because house music came in, hip hop music came in, so it was a brilliant time and I just really got into it. And then when I finished university, instead of getting a proper job I started working in a record shop. Well, I do stream as well because streaming is really useful, so for example if you're in the car or something you can listen to Spotify, but there's nothing like actually holding a piece of vinyl. It's yours, isn't it? And you can just sit down and put it on. It sounds better, and it's just there's something about actually owning it. It's beautiful. Probably I liked a lot of the sort of post-punk indie stuff like New Order, Joy Division, Echo and the Bunnymen, Cure. But I also always liked a lot of old sort of roots reggae as well. That's my. And then, then obviously in the late 80s, mid to late 80s, when I was about 18, that's when house music came in and hip hop. I really got into those as well.
I'm gonna grab you and growl, and my hungry heart will howl. I
sold a lot of my record collection about 20 years ago when Oasis etc. were big. So a lot of the stuff that was like that indie stuff that I liked was quite cheap at the time. So I sold a lot of factory record stuff for about £5 an album, and if I had them now they'd be worth about £40 an album, so yeah, I do regret. Yeah, so I'm Gary from FAC 1968. We're on St James Street in Nottingham, which is just off the Market Square, and we're next door to the Witherspoons.
Such a land